What up? The Oscars are currently on, and similar to last year, I'm going to be doing my live reactions to every single award that is given. So I'll be doing about a minute, maybe 2 minute snippet of each one, of each award nomination, or award given. And yeah, so first up was Original Screenplay. So I actually wanted Straight Outta Compton to win. And, in this category you had Spotlight, Straight Outta Compton, Inside Out, Bridge of Spies, and Ex Machina. And then, I thought Inside Out was a good movie, but I didn't really think it was going to win the award. So we're down to 4 more. Bridge of Spies didn't... I thought it had a great screenplay, but I thought there was other ones better. So we're down to 3. Straight Outta Compton, Spotlight, and Ex Machina. And I would have been okay with... And I said my prediction was Straight Outta Compton. Turns out Spotlight won. Really well deserved. I enjoyed the movie. I would have been happy if Spotlight. I would have been happier if Straight Outta Compton had won, but Spotlight won. So yeah, actually, it's a pretty dark movie to be honest. So yeah. Now on to the next award, which who the hell knows what it is, except for the Oscars. Let's go. Did I hear that right? The Big Shit won Best Adapted Screenplay. Oh, fuck me. I wanted The Martian to win, and I hear a lot of talks that The Big Short could win Best Picture. Yeah, you guys know how much I fucking hated The Big Shit. It was originally just in my honorable mentions for top 10 worst movies of 2015, and then it got all this praise and all these nominations, and then it actually got nominated for shit like this for the Academy Awards. I'm surprised it got nominated for anything. And that's why it's number 9 on my top 10 worst movies of 2015. It's not the worst, it's with number 9. Oh god, we're in trouble. Okay, so Alicia Vikander wins from the Danish Girl for her role in the Danish Girl under Best Supporting Actress. Okay, I actually thought that Kate Winslet was going to win this one. I thought this was a shoo-in, like straight up a shoo-in for her to win. Now, Alicia Vikander, she has proven herself in the past year, like literally in the past year, 2015, that she is a great actress. And I haven't seen the Danish Girl, okay, but I still profess, and many people apparently say the same thing, that her role in Ex Machina was more impactful and was better, and she did better acting, I guess, in Ex Machina than she did the Danish Girl. Okay, I'm surprised that she won, because I thought Kate Winslet was a shoo-in. Rachel McAdams, I could have seen her win the award as well, but yeah, I thought Kate Winslet was a shoo-in, especially considering the fact that I didn't even realize that was Kate Winslet till after I got home from the theaters and searched up Steve Jobs 2015 and realized that was Kate Winslet. I didn't think that was Kate Winslet. I didn't realize that was Kate Winslet. So yeah, I'm surprised Alicia Vikander won. Good for her. I'm not really upset, to be honest. I'm just kind of surprised because I thought that was gonna go for Kate Winslet. I thought she was gonna win hands down. So yeah, really surprised. Okay, on to the next award. Okay, so Best Costume Design goes to Mad Max Fury Road. So I had originally predicted The Revenant. I really wanted Cinderella to win as well, but yeah, Mad Max Fury. I thought Mad Max Fury Road was more makeup and hairstyle than it was costume design. But in a sense, tomato tomato. I'm not really too depressed about or sad about it. Yeah, but so far I can tell you right now, none of my predictions are going as planned. I'm still saying that Best Actress should have gone to Kate Winslet. There was one that was for sure, in my opinion. No, one out of the 4 they've said so far, I thought was for sure, would have said Kate Winslet for sure for Best Supporting Actress. So I'm still kind of surprised that Alicia Vikander won for that one. But Best Costume Design went to Mad Max Fury Road. Honestly, I thought one was more makeup and hairstyle. That's why I chose it for the winner for Best Makeup and Hairstyle in my predictions. But I guess Gargo is the same shit in a sense. So, yeah. Fuck it. Why not Mad Max Fury Road? It's not like I really care that much. So, congratulations. On to the next. Okay, Mad Max wins again with Best Production Design. Now, I had predicted The Revenant for this one because I thought it was the most genuine set in my opinion. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did enjoy Mad Max Fury Road, and I know for the past already 5 nominees, it seems like I'm making an excuse like I don't like the reason why this person won or this person, why this person won because of this, and that, or because I'm sad my predictions didn't win or whatever. Man, I also want to get my thoughts on who the winners are. I like Mad Max. It was an honorable mention in my top 10 favorite movies of 2015. Okay, it didn't crack the top 10, but it was an honorable mention. Now, you could call me a Revenant fanboy because I actually loved the shit out of that movie. So there is that, but I didn't really think there was much production design, quote unquote, when it came to Mad Max Fury Road. I mean, sure they made the cars, but there's no real set, so to speak. I mean, the set you could argue are the cars themselves, and yeah, it's true they look pretty cool, but I don't know. For me, Mad Max, and I think we can all agree, was just a giant car chase. I think we can all agree Mad Max is a giant car chase, and I guess if you could argue the cars themselves are the sets, and I mean, yeah, sure, the cars look incredibly cool. I'm not gonna deny that, but like any actual sets, I think would have to be the antagonist's house or whatever with the huge waterfall coming down. I think that would be the only genuine set in my opinion. And then that one part where they kind of get stuck in the middle within the canyon, and then the rest is for the most part it's just them riding in the car. So I don't know, maybe a different type of set that I'm just not looking at it from that perspective. Maybe it's an alternative set, so to speak, and I'm just not used to it, which is possible. I'm not used to that type of set. But yeah, I would have thought. I'm not gonna say this was a shoo-in for. I thought The Revenant was gonna win. I thought any of these movies could win one. I haven't seen Carol. Was it Carol or Brooklyn who was nominated as well? I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know. And honestly, I thought Bridge of Spies looked more like they look like actual sound stages or whatever. They look like I thought Bridge of Spies looked like actual sets, so that's why I didn't think that one was gonna win the award. Thought Martian possibly could have won the award, but that was nominated. Was that even nominated? I forget. Yeah, okay. Mad Max Fury Road 1. Different type of set, not used to it myself, but okay. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, then again, this isn't one of the important ones, okay? I mean, the one that's gonna be shocking. I mean, so far the most shocking one was Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress. I thought that was, again, a showing for Kate Winslet. I'm gonna try not to bitch about that anymore. I know it's getting kind of annoying, but I'm gonna try to shut up about that one already, and goddamn, I hope Leo wins the Oscar. Fuck, finally, I get one right. So, best makeup and hairstyle, Mad Max Fury Road. I was actually thinking, if they say The Revenant, I'm gonna be pissed, because the one award The Revenant did get, got nominated for, is the one I don't say or some shit like that, I'm gonna get really pissed. Okay, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, even, like, when they're saying, when they're showing the nominees, they have Mad Max Fury Road. They show, the bad guy, whoever, the antagonist, him getting, like, his hair done and shit, then they show the 100-year-old man. I guess that does take makeup, because they're turning the main actor into a 100-year-old guy, I guess. I've never seen the movie, so fuck if I know. But then, they show The Revenant, and they show the prosthetics, and I'm saying, that is more of a costume. That's like a chest plate with the scars. That's more of a costume, if anything. So I was really confused, That's what I'm saying, That's what I say when I said originally that Mad Max is more about the makeup and hairstyle, whereas The Revenant is more about the costuming. So yeah, so I'm really happy. Yeah, I guess first off I finally got one right, so yay, yay. But yeah, I mean I was expecting this. I thought, yeah, I mean maybe the 100-year-old man who disappeared or climbed out a window and disappeared or some shit like that possibly could have won, caused some kind of upset or whatever. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I expect Mad Max to actually win this one, because again, this movie is more when it comes to the characters. When you look at the characters, they're more of the hairstyles and they're more of the makeups. They look all messy and shit, thanks to the makeup. And yeah, the costuming has a bit to do with it too. But when you really look at it, I mean, the only people who actually have elaborate costumes is the Immortan Joe. That's the antagonist's name, Immortan Joe. The rest of the people, like his lackeys or whatever, his warriors, they all look the same, to be honest. Same thing with his wives and Mad Max. Again, he looks pretty similar to his past representations. So yeah, this one's more makeup. So yeah, on to the next. Yes. So for best cinematography, Emmanuel Lubezki for The Revenant. Very fast before I actually give my thoughts on the winner. Right before they actually announced the nominees, Chris Rock comes on stage and he says, how some of these movies are based off on real people, and he says, the guy from Spotlight, Joe, the real life Joe, and then he says the real life Suge Knight, and they show this guy in like not a stretcher, tied up, like Hannibal Lecter style, like that, with a straight jacket with two policemen. Is that the? And one question, it may sound stupid, but is that the real Suge Knight? I'm being serious. Is that the real Suge Knight? Because I know he was arrested right before or during the production of Straight Outta Compton. So is that the real Suge Knight, or they just playing another joke? I'm not. I'm being completely serious. Okay, sorry for that off tangent. But I just really wanted to know that. It's just kind of a funny gag. Also because Oscar's so white, Chris Rock has just been going on with that, especially like the first 15 minutes. It just goes on with that, Sidney Poitier and shit like that. Okay, The Revenant. I'm gonna hold Lubezki for best cinematography. Yes. Now I thought this one could have also gone to Roger Deakins for his work on Sicario, but here's the thing. With The Revenant, that's shot all in natural light, with sun, fire. There was no studio lighting. It was all natural light. So the cinematography does really have to, I want to say improve. It doesn't exactly improve on the experience. I mean, it probably does, but it just makes it better. Yeah, I guess you can't say it does improve. It does improve upon the movie. It just makes it better, makes it more enthralling, makes it more interesting. And that's one of the things that just captivated me about the movie. Cinematography is something I just rarely talk about in movies, and the cinematography in that movie, The Revenant, just captivated me. And yeah, I'm really happy that Emmanuel Lubezki got the award for that. I think I really want I really want The Revenant to win Best Picture. I want DiCaprio to win Best Actor. He is gonna win Best Actor, for his role in that. And I want The Revenant to also win for Best Director. Inarritu to win. But I feel like if there is one award aside from Best Actor that this movie should win, aside from Best Actor, aside from Director, and what's the other one? And Picture, Director, and Actor. I think if there's four awards this movie should win. If there's four awards this movie should win, it's Actor, Director, Picture, and Cinematography. I think if this movie just gets those four awards, I'll be happy, okay? Even if it just gets this award, I'll be pissed off because DiCaprio lost somehow. But I'll be happy that I at least got cinematography, because the cinematography is one of the biggest things in this movie. And it's just fucking amazing. And I think it's one of the best I think it is some of the best cinematography I've ever seen, because it's something I rarely comment on. And in my review for it, I commented on it. It's like one of those things I rarely talk about, like the score or the background music, the score or, the production design. It's one of those things I rarely talk about. And for that movie, I talked about, these stuff, the cinematography, the production design. So, yeah, it definitely does deserve the award for cinematography. On to the next. Now, on to Best Film Editing. So, yes, Mad Max Fury Road is the one I predicted. Mad Max Fury Road is the one that won. Okay, and I thought that, aside from the big shit, aside from the big shit, the other movies definitely did have a chance to win for Best Film Editing. Okay, in my opinion, the big shit, it looked like it is shit. That's why I call it the big shit. But the other movies, I thought they could have legitimately won for Best Film Editing. Now, the reason I went for Mad Max Fury Road is because apparently, according to the IMDb trivia, there was over 400 hours of film and footage or whatever, and the editor, who apparently is George Miller's wife, no less than that or whatever. She's the one who had to go over all that footage and then edit that movie to perfection. So that's why I went with Mad Max Fury Road for Best Film Editing. So, yeah. That's why I went with Mad Max Fury Road, because over 400 hours, and she managed to make probably one of the best action movies in years. I mean, again, it is, let's be honest, it is one of the best action movies in years. Despite what I say, I mean, yes, it's in my honorable mentions for top 10 best movies of last year. I do think it is one of the best movies of last year. And although I don't agree with some of the nominations it got, such as Best Picture, for example. Um, I do have to admit that it is definitely one of the best movies of last year, and this is one of the reasons as to why it is one of the best movies of last year, because of the film editing and the film process. So yeah, and again, over 400 hours, and she's able to make one of the best action movies of last year. Pretty great, pretty incredible. On to the next. Mad Max Fury Road wins again with what is it? Sound editing, best sound editing. So again, I've already explained. I don't understand the difference between sound editing and sound mixing. So yeah, but I will say I thought this was a real tight race between Star Wars and Mad Max. Just because of the type of movies they are, I think they are the most like, because they're both action movies, plain and simple. So they're obviously gonna have the most sound, sound mixing, sound editing, whatever. So yeah, now I haven't seen who won best mixing, sound mixing yet, but yeah, now for my original thoughts was gonna be that Star Wars wins best sound editing, whereas Mad Max wins best sound mixing. Yeah. I explained in my prediction video. Yeah. Again, okay, pretty good, I guess. Yay, Mad Max. And of course, Mad Max wins Best Sound Mixing. Yeah, it's one of those awards where it kind of goes hand in hand, similar to Best Picture and Best Director. If the director wins, its odds are that his movie is going to win Best Picture. So yeah, it's one of those things, one of those two categories that kind of go hand in hand. Similar to costume design and makeup and hairstyle. Again, I feel it's like one of those few awards where they kind of go hand in hand. So yeah, again, but I still think real tight race between this one and Star Wars. So yeah. I still don't understand the difference between sound editing and sound mixing, though. I'll still have to admit that. On to the next. Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit! Ex Machina actually won an award for visual effects. Okay, I thought this one was gonna go to Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Backup being Mad Max Fury Road. I'm surprised. I'm not. I'm happy it won. I'm just surprised that they actually recognized it, because the only other award it was nominated for was screenplay. So really surprised, to be honest. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I will say, compared to the Mad Max and Star Wars, they didn't have as much visual effects, but I guess it's one of those situations where smaller is better or some shit like that. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. It's minimalist. Because you really only have two girls who are trying to transform into robots, and that's it. But yeah, I'm actually really surprised. I'm really happy. I didn't think I was gonna win. That's why my top two were between Mad Max and Star Wars. Star Wars being my prediction, with Mad Max being my backup. Or was it The Martian? Where I didn't really think. I thought Ex Machina had a better chance than The Revenant to win, but I thought the top three were like Martian, Ex Machina. Martian, Star Wars, and Mad Max. I thought Ex Machina was like the fourth. In order, fourth, 4 out of 5. So yeah, I'm really surprised it won. Happy it won, because it actually got recognition. So yay! On to the next. Okay, Bear Story wins Best Animated Short Film. I thought Sanjay Super Team was gonna win because Pixar. I'm not gonna lie, that's really the only reason I thought I was gonna win. Then it's the only one I saw. So yeah. Again, I normally don't pay attention to the shorts, documentary, animated, live action, because aside from maybe the one or two that Pixar and Disney put on right before whatever movie comes out that year, I don't see them. So yeah, so that's why I thought Sanjay Super Team was gonna win Best Animated Short, because Pixar. That's why. But the presenters, I haven't discussed any of the presenters in the previous awards. We had Chris Evans, Russell Crowe, and actually, you had Chris Evans and Chip Wellagey for doing the sound mixing and sound editing. You had Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. They were pretty funny. But I think we've had probably the funniest presenters we've had so far. The fucking Minions presenting Best Animated Short. What the fuck? Oh god! If only the Minions movie was this funny. Holy shit! This could have fucking won Best Animated Short for all I cared. That was fucking hilarious. Banana. And is it just weird, or did What did the minions say Obama for like a second? I'm pretty sure they said banana, but I heard Obama, which is really fucking weird. And then they were like Pika, like Pikachu. Minions. Only of the Minions movies was this funny. On to the next. Of course, animated feature film goes to Inside Out. Kind of funny how Pixar basically gave themselves the award. Fucking Woody and Buzz with the presenters. And I thought the Minions were funny. Woody and Buzz were actually pretty funny too. But yeah, let's be honest. Pixar basically gave themselves the award in this case. I thought Shaun the Sheep was okay. I liked Inside Out. I preferred Good Dinosaur, however. And I know that's really controversial. Like, you know, everybody's like, Inside Out is better than The Good Dinosaur. It's one of the best Pixar movies in years. Not really. I thought it was good. It's not one of the best Pixar movies in years. Same thing with Good Dinosaur. I thought it was good. I thought it was better than Inside Out, but I didn't think it was one of the best Pixar movies they've had in a long time. So, yeah. And then some of the other movies that were there for anime film, I saw Shaun the Sheep. I thought that was decent at best. I was surprised it got nominated. I haven't seen Marnie Was There, but Hayao Miyazaki. It's the same people who made My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away. So that's pretty good. And Anomalisa, I watched like the first 15 minutes of it, and I just didn't get it, to be honest. Then the other one, The Boy in the World or some shit like that, I've never seen it. So yeah, Inside Out. And it's Pixar, of course they're going to go to Pixar. I just find it funny how Pixar basically gave themselves the award. On to the next. The fuck? The fuck? Okay, another one I thought was a clear shoo-in. Sylvester Stallone didn't win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, even though he's won the award in every other thing from like good. He's won every other award, so why not the Academies? Apparently, they prefer Mark Rylance. Now, I'm not saying he gave a bad performance. I just didn't think his performance. I thought he gave a good performance. I just didn't think it was. I didn't think it was Oscar worthy. I mean, Oscar nominated, sure. Oscar nominated, sure, but not Oscar winner. I mean, I would have been okay if Mark Ruffalo would have won, you know, because I thought that was the best competition against Sylvester Stallone, but not Mark Rylance. First, Kate Winslet loses, now Sylvester. Fuck. Brie, Larson, and DiCaprio better fucking win. Okay, so documentary short. The winner was A Girl in the River, The Price of Forgiveness. My guess was Body Team 12. Yeah, again, I really don't watch any of the shorts, animated, live action, or documentary. Aside from maybe one animated shorts once a year. Due to Pixar or Disney, I normally never watch any of the shorts. So, you know, this was just another guess in the wind. Congratulations to the winners of Price of Forgiveness, Girl in the River, Price of Forgiveness. Whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a good documentary short if it won the award. So yeah, congratulations to them. On to the next. Now, as for Best Documentary Feature Film, I did see one of them. Amy. The winner was Amy. Yeah, Amy Winehouse. So yeah, when I did my review for Amy, the documentary, I said that I never really listened to Amy Winehouse. The only song I've ever listened to her of hers is Rehab up until the documentary, and I just searched up a bunch of her songs, downloaded them, etc., etc. And yeah, I mean, the only other documentary that I heard of beforehand, and I thought I could possibly give a competition, was Cartel Land. However, my only my only question with it is, I thought. And I brought this up when I did my predictions with, I thought that was originally a TV movie, and then it had a few press releases or whatever, had a limited theater release, but I thought originally it was a TV movie, and then it just had a limited release throughout theaters. And the reason I bring it up is because Beast of No Nation, similar situation. I mean, Beast of No Nation came out on Netflix, and then it had a limited release in theaters, but that one wasn't able to be nominated because bullshit. But Cartel Land was. I just kind of wanted a better explanation of that, because I thought Cartel Land was originally a TV movie, and that's how it was advertised originally from what I saw. So yeah, but Amy won the award. Really happy for that one. yeah, it definitely deserved the award. Like when I left the theater after having watched Amy, I thought this could possibly be nominated for best documentary once the Oscars comes around. And I watched maybe a few documentaries by that point, some of them good, some of them bad. And I never really thought that any like, I mean, sure I had watched the one by Kurt Cobain, but I never really thought could this be nominated for a documentary. My thought was if this was in theaters, then sure it could be nominated for a documentary, but it isn't. So who knows? And when I left the Janis Joplin documentary in November, Janis the Girl in Blue, I thought this is a pretty good documentary, but it's not really. Could it be Oscar caliber? I don't know. So yeah, Amy definitely an Oscar caliber film. Really happy I won the best documentary. It definitely does deserve it. I learned a lot out of Amy Winehouse, or who she was, her troubles, her struggles, and again, I saw a couple other documentaries last year. The Deadly Man. I thought that was a pretty fun documentary, but nothing really of it. Four Blood Moons was an atrocity in my opinion. Same thing with Backhead Begins. I thought that was an atrocity. So yeah, I thought some of them are atrocities, some of them are pretty good. So yeah, on to the next award, which is who the fuck knows, which is it's not an award, but the in memoriam. Do need to talk about it. Where we celebrate or remember all the people who died. Leonard Nimoy, Alan Rickman, David Bowie, Wes Craven, Christopher Lee, Maureen O'Hara, I believe is how you say her name. Yeah, all great actors, actresses. Yeah, musicians with Bowie. Yeah. The guy from Pixar, who did Sully's voice, he did a few Pixar movies as well. So yeah, James Horner as well, the composers for like Titanic and Braveheart. I don't know. I think this year there was more. Last year. David Bowie and Alan Rickman were early this year, but like last year you only had like Mickey Rourke or some shit like that, and like Robin Williams and Paul Walker. I think that you only really paid attention to, and now you had like 7 or 8 deaths that we were paying attention to. Holly Woodlawn was there. I don't know much about her, but she's a really popular actress as well. So yeah, yeah, it sucks. Rest in peace. On to the next. Okay, so Stutterer wins the award for best live action short. I said Shock was gonna win, or Shock, because there's no C in it, so I guess Shock. But yeah, Stutterer wins the award. Don't really care. Again, I never watched any of these shorts aside from Sanjay's Super Team, which is the animated one. I haven't really watched any of the shorts. So yay! Again, congratulations to them, and hopefully this works out for them in the future. Who the fuck knows? On to the next. I'm gonna get shit for this one. I knew I was gonna get shit for this one way or another. So yeah, Son of Saul wins Best Foreign Film. The reason I say I'm gonna get shit is because I am part Colombian. Embrace of a Serpent is from Colombia. I feel like either way I was gonna get shit for this, whether had it won or lost. I feel like I was gonna get shit for either way. So yeah, I do want to watch Embrace of a Serpent eventually. Same with Son of Saul. I do want to watch them eventually. But who really knows if I'll ever get around to even watching them at all. Again, it's one of those things. What I thought versus what I wanted. I wanted Colombia to win, but I just thought, and they did. But I knew Hungary was gonna win. So yeah, Son of Saul wins. I would have wanted Colombia to win. Embrace of a Serpent, but it wasn't. So yeah. Yay. Whatever. Hungary must be really fucking happy right now. And Colombia must be crying. Fuck. I'm gonna shut up. On to the next. Okay, so The Hateful Eight actually does get an award for Best Original Score. I know I'm gonna butcher this name just because of my Spanish side, my Latin side. But the composer, Ennio Morricone. Yeah. I've tried saying Morricone. It doesn't sound right to me. I have to say Morricone. Excuse my Spanish side in this case. But the reason I say that is because Morricone, for those who don't know, is faggot in Spanish. It just doesn't sound right when I say maricon. I know that's his last name, but fuck me. Yeah. Bring down the hate comments. But yeah, I said Star Wars was gonna win this one because Star Wars. Bridge of Spies. Yeah, I will say the score for Bridge of Spies was pretty good when you actually listen to it. Sicario, the Sicario, the score for that one was also pretty good by Johan Johansson or Johan Johansson, however you pronounce that. Still one of the coolest names I've ever heard in for a person. Yeah, Ennio Morricone. I said it right this time. Yeah. Actually it is a great score, and he's the same person who did the score for the Dollars trilogy. Fistful of Dollars, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and A Few Dollars More or something like that. The one with Clint Eastwood. So he's done more spaghetti western. So it does fit him that he would do a movie like this. Yeah, great score. When you actually listen to it, it's a great score. All these are great scores. Haven't heard the one from Carol. I've heard parts of it from Carol, online, but. Whatever. Yeah, it is a great score nevertheless. On to the next. Holy shit. Best original song goes to Sam Smith, for Writings on the Wall from Spectre. Okay, here's the thing. My prediction, I said Writings on the Wall was gonna win for best original song. Here's the thing. That was the only song I had listened to. Before I did that video, I never really bothered to listen to any of the other songs on that list. They performed 3 of the songs during the Academy Awards. Writings on the Wall from Spectre. Writings on the Wall from Spectre. Earned It from 50 Shades of Shit. And then the one from Till It Happens to You by Lady Gaga. I forget the name of that one. Or maybe that is the name of the song. Or from The Hunting Grounds. Yeah, no, something like that. I think the movie's called The Hunting Grounds, and I think the song's called Till It Happens to You, whatever. I thought Earned It was a pretty good song. Not in a good movie, but I thought it was a pretty good song. And actually, like The Weeknd, he's a pretty good artist in the past year. He's proven himself. And then Lady Gaga, she's always great. She's a fantastic, great musician. And I heard that, and I thought it was a really powerful song, better and more powerful song compared to Writings on the Wall. So I thought, shit, yeah, Lady Gaga's got this one in the bag. And now I'm kind of surprised that Sam Smith won, even though that was my prediction. Yeah, but still, it's a good song. Ryan's, I don't know. And I finally get one of the predictions right, and now I'm upset about it. Shit. They're both good songs. So is the one from Earned. So Earned It's a good song. Lady Gaga's a good song. Like the one she did for this year's a good song, and Writings on the Wall. The 3 that were sung during the Oscars were all good songs in my opinion. And, yeah, I think, the top 3, I think the reason why they played all 3 of them during the Oscars is because those were the more likely chances to have won. I will say, though, they kind of fucked up with Furious 7. The song from Furious 7, let's be honest, that one was a legit front-runner for Best Original Song. Honestly, they could have taken out the one Simple Song 3, number 3 from Youth, because the one from Manta Ray, that one sounds interesting, to be honest, but the one from the one from Manta Ray, that one sounds interesting. But they have the one from Youth, which is Simple Song 3, and that one is opera. Like, what the fuck? So I'm just saying, if if Furious 7 had been nominated, I could almost guarantee you that one would have won. Okay. But yeah, pretty happy that Writings on the Wall won, and I will admit that the Lady Gaga song Till It Happens to You from The Hunting Grounds is also a great song as well. Then I'll probably hear it more often. I will download it and shit. On to the next. This is the first. Holy shit. Best Director goes to Alejandro G. Inarritu. Remember how I was saying earlier how if one award wins, the probability that this award's also going to go to that, like sound mixing and sound editing are pretty much combined. Hairstyle and makeup and costuming and whatever, somewhat combined. So are directing and Best Picture somewhat combined. G. Inarritu won Best Director. I think I know which one's gonna win Best Oscar, Best Picture, Oscar for Best Picture. Fuck. Yeah. I was just thinking if Inarritu doesn't win, anybody else but Adam McKay, because I like his work and Anchorman. I like some of his other work. I just didn't like this one. Like, what the fuck was that? I like his work in Anchorman, if that helps. I mean, yeah, Inarritu. I mean, anybody else who possibly could have been competition. I think Tom McCarthy for Spotlight would have been competition. However, and yeah, I mean, I do think Spotlight is maybe one of the possible three choices for Best Picture as a whole. I thought for Best Picture, in my opinion, top three would be The Revenant in order: The Revenant, Spotlight, and The Martian. But The Martian isn't even here. Ridley Scott isn't even for Best Director, so you know, and maybe Mad Max will switch it out, but whatever. Shit, yeah. I think I know who's gonna win Best Picture or what's gonna win Best Picture. Yay! Fucking finally, I get one of the acting awards right. Holy shit! I'm not gonna lie. I thought all the acting awards were a fucking shoo-in. Kate Winslet should have won Best Supporting Actress. Okay, I'm surprised she didn't. More surprised Sylvester Stallone did not win Best Supporting Actor. I thought Mark Rylance gave a good performance. Oscar nomination worthy, sure. Oscar winner worthy, hell no. And who was you know, I mean, Alicia Vikander, she was nominated for the wrong role to begin with, but whatever. Fucking Brie Larson fucking finally won. I predicted Brie Larson was gonna win Best Actress for Room as Joy. There's a fly. Joy Newsome. There's a fucking fly. He's somewhere here. It's fucking annoying me. Yeah, fucking flies. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Sorry if this is distracting. It's distracting me too. I'm gonna try to end this small part of the video right now. Really happy she won. She's the only performance out of the 5 nominees. Kate Blanchett, Brie Larson, Jennifer Lawrence, Charlotte Rampling, and Saoirse Ronan. She's the only one whose movie I watched. And Room, I have a hate-love relationship with that movie to begin with. I hate the first hour. I love the shit out of the second hour. So, yeah, does she deserve the Oscar? Yeah, sure, why not? I haven't seen any of the other movies to begin with, so, yeah, Brie Larson for the win. Fucking DiCaprio better fucking win right now. Yeah. I think we all know why I'm happy right now. My favorite actor just won the Oscar. Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. Finally fucking. Yes! That is how you win a fucking Oscar. Freezing your balls off. Freezing your fucking ass off. Getting attacked by a goddamn bear. Realistic or not, or man in a costume. Who the fuck knows what that bear was made out of? Speaking like 5, well, he spoke like what? 3 languages, English and 2 Indian languages. Oh, holy shit. We all knew it was gonna happen. If there was one actor, by definition, who we all knew was gonna win, you know, I think we all for sure knew DiCaprio was gonna win. There's no doubt. And I mean, sure, you could have had doubt. Maybe could Kate Winslet win or not? You know, she didn't win. Could Sylvester Stallone win? You know, I mean, Mark Rylance or Mark Ruffalo, they're pretty good too. I mean, yeah, Sylvester Stallone is a shoo-in, but let's be honest, there's other people who did equally as great a job as him. I still wish Sylvester would have won, but fuck. Brie Larson, that one could have gone to anyone, to be honest. I really didn't care. I mean, because she's the only person I really saw. But this one, you want to talk about like a definite fucking shoo-in? This one. And this motherfucker fucking won an Oscar. I mean, holy shit. I mean, what other movies has this guy been nominated for? Wolf of Wall Street, Blood Diamond, The Aviator. What Grapes of Wrath? Why do I keep thinking Grapes of Wrath? The one, it's the other, and obviously The Revenant. But what's the one he was nominated for right before when he was like 18, 19? I always think Grapes of Wrath for some reason. Shit, what's the other one? It's not Titanic, it's Basketball Diaries? No, well, he was doing Growing Pains while he was doing it. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? That's the one. That's the fucking one he was also nominated for. This proves, like, when you want to show range, go back to, like, when he's doing Growing Pains and, like, Tremors, or not Tremors, Critters 3 or whatever, and Gilbert Grape and whatever, and Basketball Diaries, that's his early work. Look at the shit he's doing now with, from Wolf of Wall Street, and fucking The Revenant, what he's going to be doing next with Scorsese, portraying one of the most maniacal murderers in U.S. history. So, yeah. This is fucking range. Oh, God, DiCaprio. He deserves the Oscar, let's be honest. And this is one happy motherfucker right here. Peace. Best Picture goes to... Forget what I said earlier. Okay, so Best Director went to, what was it again? Revenant. Best Picture, Spotlight. As I said before, top 3 options were Revenant, Spotlight, and The Martian. I am not upset with the... This is going to come out. That sounded so fake. Okay, but legitimately, I'm actually not really that upset that Spotlight won. I knew there was a huge possibility that Spotlight could win Best Picture. I'm actually really happy Spotlight. That was actually that was my second choice for Best Picture. And I think that's everybody's second choice as well. You know, The Revenant. I think everybody's top 3 are something like The Revenant, Spotlight, and The Martian. So yeah, I mean, Spotlight deserved the nomination. Hell fucking yeah. Great film. It is an incredibly disturbing film when you really think about it, because the fact that you know, priests are raping children and stuff like that, altar boys, etc. And the fact that it's real, you know, it's just astounding and disturbing, and it truly does deserve the award. I would have loved to see The Revenant win, because I do think that it's a better made film. Again, you could argue, since it's my favorite film of 2015, I'm just being biased as shit. And because it has Leonardo DiCaprio, I am, again, biased as shit. You could argue that, which may be true. I'm not going to lie. But, again, I'm happy that Spotlight won. It was something in my top 10 best movies of 2015, or favorite movies of 2015. Yeah, I'm gonna search it up right now. Where it landed on my list, because I actually don't remember where it landed on my list, to be honest. For sure, I know it's somewhere on my list. I just don't remember. I'm gonna check it right now. I think it was number 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's number 10. Again, I mean, last year was just such a difficult year to choose which was the best film, and Spotlight is one of the best films of last year. It is on my number 10. I wish I could have put it higher on the list. You know, there's some other movies I thought were more entertaining, such as, you know, Kingsman, or, you know, Shami Taub, or, you know, the Kurt Cobain montage of Heck, etc., The Revenant, Ex Machina. But I can't deny the fact that it is an incredible movie. It's a great movie. It's an extremely well-made movie, and it definitely does deserve the Oscar for Best Picture. That is it. That is my thoughts, reviews, reactions, whatever, for every single nomination, winner of Best Picture, not Best Picture, of the Academy Awards, and goodbye.